I'm just going to share a little bit about my experience with you and in my journey so far. So I mentioned that I played sports growing up, playing tennis 6 to 7 days a week. I never really had to think about diet and nutrition and food. I could eat really whatever I wanted, and maybe that meant, I was eating 10 Oreos a day, which I don't really know why I would ever eat 10 Oreos a day, but the double stuffed Oreos are very good and really hard to stop once you start eating them. So it's okay, it happened, but that was the benefit of exercising so much during the day. But I think it's important to realize that exercise that often isn't realistic for the rest of your life. There's going to be life that gets in the way. We're going to get old. We're not going to be able to move that much. So I think the nutrition aspect of a healthy lifestyle is really important. And it's really something that I've always tried to put off for years and years. Let me put it into perspective for you. So I went to college. I was about 115 to 118 as I was, playing tennis still 6 to 7 days a week. Then I came to college and I didn't have time or have people to play with that much. So my physical activity levels weren't the same. I slowly, over the course of the 4 years, put on weight like many college people do. I got to the point, I graduated college. I was probably about in the 130s maybe. And then that progression, I had lived like that for the past 4 years, and that progression just kind of took over after I graduated college as well. I actually went on an anti-anxiety medication, and those do not help with weight gain either. I know everybody's different, everyone's experience is different, and I totally respect that. And it was something that I went on. I didn't realize how much weight you could gain. I think I gained an additional 15, 20 pounds in the course of 3 months. And I got to the point where, you don't only look in the mirror and you physically don't like how you look, but it affects you mentally. So I just came to the point where I'm on this medication to help me feel less stressed, but I feel just as stressed because now I'm worried about all the weight that I'm gaining and I'm trying to lose it, but it just was counteractive. So it didn't make sense for me personally to be on the medication anymore. So I got off of that. I'm not on anything anymore. And then I worked really hard to lose that weight. I lost 20 pounds. I was mostly focusing on, exercising at least 20 minutes a day while kind of trying to focus on my nutrition and food, but also trying to avoid it so I could eat whatever I wanted still. So that, helped me lose 20 pounds. And then I kind of, grad school was really stressful. And I think that I would just get into the habit of stress eating a little bit. It wasn't a healthy lifestyle. I would get up, go to work. I would have to cram all my work so I could go off to class. Sometimes I wouldn't eat breakfast. I wouldn't eat lunch. I would get to class, go to class, come home. It was 10:30 at night. I would eat dinner. I would eat a pretty big dinner because I was hungry because I hadn't eaten during the day. And then I would go to bed, which definitely is not good for your digestion. So it was just not a healthy life. I just remember looking in the mirror. I think I got up to 165 and was honestly just horrified because I just didn't even recognize myself anymore. I didn't feel like the same person. And I just knew something had to change, but no one was going to do it for me. I had to really want to do it. And I think that's what had been preventing me from doing it in the future was I wasn't ready to give up what I wanted to eat. I wanted to go and eat my chicken nuggets every day. I wanted to go and eat Chipotle for lunch and then McDonald's for dinner. So it just wasn't like, it wasn't a healthy lifestyle. It wasn't sustainable. So I think it was this April, I had another moment like that where I looked in the mirror and I was ready to make that change. And I just said, okay, I have to do it. So I don't know if you've heard of Beachbody. It's a program where you have access to a lot of cool things. You have access to on-demand workout videos. So that's really what drew me to the program, was the convenience of it too, because, you know, I can just roll out of bed like I do at 6 or 6:30 in the morning, do the 35-minute workout, and then off to work I go and workout done. Sometimes there are days where I do have to work late at work, but it's more motivating for me to know that I don't have to get ready, I don't have to go out to the gym. I can just do it in the comfort of my own home, and it's less stress, it's easier. One thing I did worry about joining Beachbody is, how is the community? How am I supposed to build a community of support? Because that's what really helps keep me going when I'm just on a video, watching a video, watching other people do the workouts, and I'm just in my home. But no need to fear. There's a huge online community on different social media websites. There's a Beachbody app. So everyone is so supportive in helping you achieve your goal. They also have a lot of cool supplements that you can try. There's a energizer drink, and you know that you can drink it 6 in the morning before you do your workout. It helps you get energized and ready to go. There's also a muscle recovery drink that you can drink after your workouts, which has been really helpful for me, because I remember when I first started the workouts, my legs did not work for the next 2 days. So once I got in the swing of things of drinking my drink, it really helped to reduce my muscle soreness. They also have protein shakes. They have a nutrition plan as well, where they give you all these Tupperware containers, these great recipes, and kind of show you what you should be eating on a plate of food for each meal. You know, what each food category you should have in those meals. And this brings me to my next point of, you don't feel pressured to feel like one program or it's a one thing fits all, because that's not how life works. I feel like life is messier than that. Life is complicated. And I think the lesson that I've learned to accept is that sometimes these programs don't have everything that works for you. And for me, I'm quite a picky eater. I'm trying to work on it. It's hard being a picky eater, so I'm trying to find more things that I enjoy to eat. So I knew that. I thought that maybe the nutrition wasn't for me. So feel free to modify. I modified, and I decided for the nutrition portion that it would make more sense for me to try Weight Watchers. And I know a lot of people have had so much success on Weight Watchers, so I decided to give it a try, and it has been really great for me so far. I've lost about 23 pounds on the combination. I started Beachbody, and then I started Weight Watchers a week after, so in April. So I think it's been almost 2 months now, and I've lost about 23 pounds. And yes, I still have 14 or 12 pounds to go before I reach my ultimate goal, but I just feel so much better, so much happier, so much more energized and like myself. So I think that I just wanted to share that with you, because if anybody else is struggling or is going through the same thing or needs some motivation, I'm always here to lend a hand and be a friend of support. I really like the Beachbody program. I like it so much that I decided to become a Beachbody coach. So if you know anyone that needs some support or extra motivation or some guidance, feel free to send them my way so I can help them and tell them about the program and how fun it can be. You know, I am pretty new to this, so I'm not sure what people like to see on YouTube. Again, feel free to send me any ideas. I have a few ideas, you know, right? I don't want this channel to be all about health and fitness. I just want this to be a channel where we're a community. You can get to know me, I can get to know you. We can bounce, you know, ideas back and forth off of each other. Just some things off the top of my head. I was thinking of just posting some of the workouts I do, if that would be something that interests you. I was also thinking that I could talk about more in depth about some of the challenges that I've run into and how I've overcome those challenges. I can talk about things that I'm currently working towards and trying to improve on. If you want to share with me what works for you, what you found, what you want to work on, feel free to send me that, and maybe I can compile a whole list of those and we can talk about those, because it's always interesting to see as a community what we're working on together. But ultimately, I just want, I don't know, I feel like yes, everybody has jobs and yes, everybody goes to work, but I feel like it's really the people that you work with and that you interact with on a daily basis that really makes life worth living. So I'm hoping through this channel that I get to connect with new people and experience new things, and yeah, and you get to know me and I get to know you. So I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover in this video. I'm trying to think if I left anything out. I mean, I didn't. This was the first time that I've actually spoken without having notes. So I'm trying to take my mental notes if I've covered everything. But I think I have. But if you want to contact me, I have Facebook, I have Instagram, I have YouTube now. Feel free. I check Instagram probably the most often, so feel free to leave me a message or to follow me there. I will try and figure out how to leave that information here. But once I figure that out, you will see it somewhere. But yeah, so I don't know how to end these videos, but I will figure that out. I hope that I got a little bit better at speaking throughout this video. I was really nervous about making the first one, but hopefully it went okay. I did this video on my lunch break from work, and I'm working from home today, but now I need to get back to work. So it was great to talk to you, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye.